Hello everyone! It has been quite a while since I have been able to film a tutorial, so I'm super excited to share with you today one of my signature looks. But today, instead of just doing the eyeliner portion of a cat eye, today I'm going to walk you through all of the steps to achieving this entire eye look, and I'm going to review for you the new Burberry Cat Lashes Mascara. Over the years, a lot of women have told me how intimidating they find a cat eye and how they think it's too dramatic to be worn during the day, or how they find it more appropriate for fall or winter weather. But I'm going to show you how you can make a cat eye less dramatic, cut out the falsies, just use a little bit of eyeshadow, eyeliner, and mascara to really make your look pop. I think that the trick to achieving a cat eye that you can love and wear frequently is to really practice the liner and find a good mascara that gives you the effect that you want. I know some girls that actually don't wear mascara at all with their cat eye, but it really depends on your eye shape. And for the most part, mascara, a good one, should make your lashes look full and help to enhance the eyeliner, not take away from it. That's why this Burberry Cat Lashes Mascara works really well for this look. It has a really interesting silicone brush that feels comfortable against my lashes, but more importantly, it makes them look nice and plump, and it really accentuates my lower lash line, allowing my eyes to look nice and round and big without taking away from the dramatic effect of my pulled out winged liner. This isn't a waterproof mascara, but I do love it for everyday use. I'm very picky with mascara, as many of you guys know. There's only one or two others that I really rotate with, so I do highly recommend it. And once you see me apply it to my lower lashes, you'll see exactly why. The before and after is really impressive, especially because I have ultra fine, wimpy eyelashes. So now, without any further ado, let's get started. Here is my naked left eye, so you're viewing right, but I wanted to show you what it looks like before I get started, because this is the final look that we're going for. And as you can see, the mascara is on both my upper and lower lashes. I personally love this mascara for everyday because it's not waterproof. So if you have fears that a waterproof formula will make your lashes fall out faster, then this is the way to go. So considering how my lashes look here, this is a vast improvement with just mascara. I actually wouldn't even be able to see this much lash considering how much eyeliner I'm wearing with other mascaras. So let's hop into the tutorial, starting with my eye color contour stick. And this is in Midnight Brown, one of their most popular shades. And I feel like with eyeshadow in cat eye form, it's best to pull as far out as you're comfortable and keep the color directly on the lid. Don't go past the crease. Just stay as close to the lash line as you feel comfortable. And I prefer to keep eyeshadow lower anyway, so just focus on darkening up that outer corner. And to prevent taking away any drama from the cat eye shape as well as the cat eye liner, I don't put any eyeshadow on the lower lash line. Now I'm using Stone Gray to add a little bit of dimension. This one is a matte, but it ends up looking satin when you put it on top of the pearlescent Midnight Brown. And I'm not really going to blend this out because the eyeliner is going to cover it. It's just to add a little bit of color and help add to that cat eye shape. I personally think that a really good cat eye should be all about liner and lashes. You can blend out with a brush, but I just prefer to use my fingers because, again, eyeshadow is not the focal point of this look. It is just providing a nice clean base for the liner. Now for the part that everybody loves to see, the liner, and I'm going to be using Burberry's felt tipped liner. This is actually one of my favorites. Now you can get as close to the lash line as you would like, but I like a little height to my liner, especially because I feel like, you know, if you're gonna wear a cat eye, you might as well go pretty heavy on it. It's easy to get right into the roots so that I don't have to tightline with a pencil afterward. You can turn the liner and then fill in the gaps this way as well. If you find that easier, just do what works for you and your eye shape. Lift the lid like this. That makes it a lot more efficient as well. Please excuse my muffled sounding voice. It is actually a lot more difficult to do eyeliner on camera than you would think. Now I'm just working on smoothing out that line. I want the line to look rich and opaque, and the surface of my eyelids is actually very uneven because I have uneven hair growth or eyelash growth. So that's why I use that back and forth motion. Sometimes I sweep this way, sometimes I sweep that way, and that really helps to fill in any small gaps. That's really just my skin's fault, but it can make my eyeliner look less than perfect. Now we're going to work on the tail of the liner, which is arguably the most important aspect to a complete cat eye look. It's significantly more helpful to pull the skin taut. Use the pen in a backwards motion going towards the inner corner to increase the opacity of the liner. As far as the flick goes, I've always been a proponent of taking it out longer. You can stop here if that's what you're comfortable with, but I'm going to take it out a little longer. And finally, our liner is complete. So now let's move on to mascara. Since of course I have very, very straight, naturally downward curving lashes, I'm going to curl my lashes, and it is time for the mascara. So as you can see, my mascara bottle is kind of worn because I actually really do wear this one. So I absolutely love starting with my upper lashes. Use the base of the curved wand to really push into the roots for lift. Since this is a more wet formula, you do want to wiggle it in the base, look down, and of course you don't want mascara all over your eyelids. So make sure you apply carefully. And as you can see, it makes a world of a difference. Just the liner makes a big difference for my eye shape, but I feel like the mascara really completes the look. It makes it look a lot more polished and elegant, and you can actually stop here for a daytime look so that it doesn't look overly dramatic. Now I'm going to add a coat to my lower lash line. You can skip this because some people don't like a full fringe down below, but this is one of the best mascaras for my really fine lower lashes. It's plumping, but it doesn't clump, and it doesn't irritate my eyes at all throughout the day. No flaking. Now for the full effect though, you can add a little bit of liquid liner right along the outer corner onto the lower lash line. In ideal circumstances, I would have done that liner first, but I got so excited to put on the mascara that I totally forgot. So my apologies, but you can do it after, just as I've shown you now. And that's a wrap for my take on Burberry's cat eye. Before this video comes to a close though, I did want to mention my new favorite nude lipstick. This is actually a lip velvet from the holiday collection in nude apricot, and I believe it is number 401. It's one of the most fabulous, slightly peachy nudes that makes my lips look fleshier and fuller naturally without looking like I had anything done to them. Plus it's really comfortable, and the lip velvet is actually, in my opinion, one of the very best soft matte lipstick formulas on the market, and as many of you guys know, I have very sensitive lips. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Since the weather is cooling down finally, I do feel more comfortable filming because my makeup's not sweating off half the time. So thanks very much as always for tuning in, and if you have any questions about the Burberry holiday products, I will be posting a little roundup of my haul just because I am so in love with this nude lip. So please do stay tuned for that, and if you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram. See you guys next time. Bye.